Hello and welcome to this episode where we are going to learn how to edit our current web pages using the CMS. So the first thing I want you to do is open up your Thrillshare, and up here in your URL just type in lawtonok.apogee.net, and we're going to log in using your username and password. Make sure that you have your proper school selected up on the upper right hand corner. Then we're going to have a couple windows open. We're going to leave Thrillshare's backend up, and then we're going to right click on CMS and open link in new tab. And then we're also going to open up a live web page of what we're working on. So for me, that would be Lawton Public Schools. So we have three windows open. Thrillshare, you have the CMS, and you can tell it's the editing part because there's a black arrow on the left hand side that we're going to use to manipulate through our pages, and then the actual web page, what everybody else can see in real time. So going to the middle one where you can edit the CMS, we're going to click on that black arrow, and here you can see your pages. This is how it breaks down. These items right here are known as headers, and that looks like right here. There's Lawton Public School. Underneath the header you have links to your web pages or actual links to another page that you have created. So I have several regular pages and then sub pages created underneath it. For this training video, I'm going to pick a school that we can use to manipulate. For right now, we'll use Adams. And so there will be some edits that we can change. Here you'll see on their header, it's John Adams Elementary, and they have a few web pages about Title I, newsletters, dress code, and then they also have links. This does not go to a web page that they edit, but to a current website that's already created. So we'll go up here and change this page to Adams so we can see what will be produced as we work on it. That's going to take a minute to cycle. While that's going on, let's take a look at their pages. So the way we're going to go through this tutorial is we're only going to edit pages that currently exist, delete them if they no longer exist, or edit cafeteria or links that are in there. So we'll start with the easy part. If there is a link that is no longer active or is bad, you cannot go in there and edit it. You actually have to delete it. So right here, if you click on the three buttons and hit delete, it'll ask you if you want to delete, and you say yes, and then you'll go and create a new one. So for this purpose, I am going to hit delete so you can see it. And are you sure? You would hit OK. For us, I'm not going to delete that because the school is going to practice on it. But I am going to create a new link to school accounts. So you have the option. When you go under header, let me click off of this real quick. When you go under header and you're just creating additional links, oh, and we don't have a page that's working. Let's see if our internet's just, there it goes. Okay, so under menu, you can see it has John Adams Elementary, and these are the headers, and then under there are the actual pages. So cafeteria accounts, and the reason why I'm leaving this is they need to edit it, and we no longer have My Payments Plus, so that needs to be deleted, but we do have a new link to a website that we can add. So I'll show you how to do that. Under your header, we're going to create a new link, and for this part we're just going to call it school meals so you can see the difference. And I do have a link that's already working, so I'm just going to go over to that real quick. Under menu, child nutrition, I'm going to send it to child nutrition. Copy the URL that you actually want to use, and then down here you're going to paste it. There it is, and then hit add. So now you can see that over here on the left hand side, school meals is here, but we want to alphabetize them. You can see these are not alphabetized. The way to do that is to hold your mouse down, left mouse click, and drag. Now you can see that they're nesting inside it. If you move it to where it's underneath and pushed in to the right, it will create a subpage. We don't want to do that. We just want to create a page that is similar to the rest of the links. So just for this purpose, I'm going to move it to right above military child. I'll move military child up, and then Fort Sill, I'll move it up to there so that we can alphabetize them. So if you come over here under Adams and you just hit refresh. Sorry, looks like we have internet problems. It's going really slow. Let's see if I can do this. Menu. There we go. And you'll see that it was added, school meals. There it is. And that is how you create a link. Now we're going to go to edit a page. So, and I'm going to delete this just so they can go back and do it again. There we go. Once it's done, just to verify, it's gone, you're good to go. Now we're going to go up to About. Let's use that. And you kind of have to put it right above it so where you don't get the plus sign. So now here's our About page. So right now, About Us would be a great place to put some information about your school and let your parents and visitors, potential students coming into your district, what your school offers. So here's how this works. If we're going to edit something that currently exists, you have this bar right here that says Edit Main. As soon as you see the little hand, I have an arrow and now it's a hand, you click on that and then you scroll your mouse down. So there may be several blocks. You can see right here there are 2 edit blocks. So if you hit Edit Gallery and it doesn't come up, that is probably because it's in a separate block. These are all images. So in order to edit any of this, you would have to go in and choose your images and then hit save, or easy thing is just to hit this delete button. So let's look at it over here and see what About looks like for us. So if I clicked on that photo, it would come up, and we'll go over that in the other video on how to create those. So we're going to edit, and then we're going to edit this block right here, and I will just add principal and then put Miss Kimberly Harrison. Now, this is just like Microsoft Word. All you have to do is type in your stuff, and then if you go up here on the menu bar, you'll see you have different options to style it. You can add videos by embedding the link, or you can add images. You can also link something by clicking that, highlighting it, inserting your link, and going from there, align it. So for this one particular one, I'm going to, just so you can see, hit header 3. And then this one actually went and edited itself, so I'm going to take this back to normal text. And it looks like it kept it. So let's fix this. I'm going to delete this, change this back to normal text. Kimberly Harrison. And then you could put a bio page, or you can create another page just for your principal. So when you're done editing, you'll just hit save. And there you go. You can see that it added it. Now that we're just messing around, I am going to delete it, just so you can see how easy that is. If you're familiar with HTML code and you're comfortable, they also have an option where you can go in there and edit using code. You don't have to know code to do this. It's pretty easy. I'm just going to delete that, and then I'm going to hit save. And voila, we're back to where we were. So that's pretty much how you will edit any photos. If you want to edit a page and add some more options, if you hit edit and then look down on the bottom left for a plus sign, you have different options to add images, videos, galleries that include different photos, and then our basic text model, which we were just at. And see, we could have just done about our principal. Meet Kimberly Harrison. And then you could insert a photo right here, add it, style, and go from there. I'll put a header just so you can see. I'll use a different one this time, and then I'll hit save. And now, okay, so here's a good thing. I'm glad we did this one. So you can see that as you added a new box, it moved it up to the top. So here's how you would change that. Hit Edit Main, scroll over, and put your mouse over that block. Hold your left mouse down, and you can see it in the background that it shifts. So all you have to do is put it below what you want, hit save, and now it's moved. If we don't want it right there, do the same thing again. Hit Edit, put your mouse over it, and then drag it to the location that you want to include it on. Hit save, and there it is. Okay, so that's where we're at for editing our current web pages or changing links. Now again, you cannot, I'm going to hit save on that one, you cannot edit links that currently exist. You have to delete them and recreate them. If you have any questions, just give us a call in the communications department. We'd be glad to help.